Collins, my name in track and field used to be my game. I'm a former track and field athlete, an Olympian, a humanitarian, and a survivor. This book was written primarily because there was so many articles that was written about John Carlos in the past, so many interviews have been taking place, so many news headlines and so forth by so many people that never interviewed John Carlos or never sat down and spoke to John Carlos, but just based on hearsay they decided they wanted to write a story to sell newspapers, to sell books and so forth. And I felt it was imperative that I took my thoughts, my expressions, my feelings, and put them on paper for my kids and their peers that might want to hear the real truth from the person themselves relative to the history that I'm involved in. In 1968, you would think throughout world history, that was probably one of the most revealing times in history relative to black consciousness, civil rights activities, human rights activities. We at San Jose State decided that we didn't like the situation that we were living in as black people. As a kid, I looked around for adults to solve the issues that I had confronting me, and they never stepped up to the plate to resolve these issues. So therefore, as a young man at San Jose State, we all came to the conclusion that we have ills of society. Once again, we looked at the adults to resolve these issues or solve these issues or make an attempt to, which never occurred. So we chose to unify ourselves, to educate ourselves, and to build a platform. The platform that we built was the platform called Olympic Project for Human Rights. We were concerned about human rights. Now, you know, when you say human rights, that falls under the umbrella of civil rights as well. We didn't want people to get the impression that we was just concerned about civil rights relative to the plight of black people. We was concerned about the plight of all people. Blacks in particular, why? Because we are black. We know the plight of black people. So we decided to form this program called the Olympic Project for Human Rights. I think they were in the motion. When I say they, I'm talking about Professor Harry Edwards, Professor Ken Knowles, Tommy Smith, Lee Evans. They were there in San Jose. I was at East Texas State University dealing with racism and issues down there in Texas by myself. I left East Texas State and went on back to New York. And then shortly after I was there, I got a phone call to give me an invite to California to possibly go to school at San Jose State. I've known about the history of San Jose State relative to them having a program called Speed City. So for me to think as an athlete, one that was dealing in speed, it might be a good situation to go down there and see what was happening on the track, you might say. But when I got down there, I was more fascinated and more interested in the fact that here was some young black men that decided that they wanted to step up and take the issues that was confronting humanity. I thought that was a tremendous opportunity for me to be able to express myself, to be able to come that beacon for all those kids that I left in my neighborhood. And then as you begin to grow into this program that we had, Olympic Project for Human Rights, we realized that it was far bigger than our neighborhoods. It was the world neighborhood that we were reaching out to, because we realized that these social issues was far greater than just here in Palm Springs, California, or San Jose, or New York, or anywhere. It was a universal situation, and that's what we decided we was going to confront this universal situation through Olympic Project for Human Rights.